The thing is, I just get very excited about the possibilities here. I've seen it and experienced it. And my whole goal here is to pass along my experience to you. Hello, gang. Welcome back to Mark's 60 Plus Fitness Journey. Today, I just wanted to touch on a subject that I've been thinking about. This idea popped in my head a couple of days ago. I believe a lot of times that starting out anything new, there seems to be an initial hurdle that seems insurmountable. And basically it has to do with, in a nutshell, how do I do this? Can I do this? I don't understand this. So in the context of starting a workout plan or picking up a workout plan where you left it off a month ago or 10 years ago, let me show you my mindset on this and how to approach it. Okay, so let's say you want to start a fitness program, but you're really kind of overwhelmed about what to do. It seems like there's so much information out there, it's just very difficult to figure out where to start and what to do. Well, let's say put that aside. Think about this for a minute. If this is new, this whole idea of a workout, even if it's not, this kind of applies even if you've been doing this for years. But if this is new to you, just always remember this is trial and error. There is, no matter who you are, everything in this fitness diet realm is trial and error. Everybody's different. Everybody has a different body. Everybody reacts differently to exercises. Everybody's diet is constrained and limited to certain things, and we react better to certain stimulus. So everything is trial and error. It really is. And it is a constant work in progress. It never stops. It always morphs. And you've got to expect reality. The reality of it is, yeah, it's going to be confusing. It might be frustrating. But in a way, there's some beauty to that because you just progress on and all of this stuff starts to become a little clearer. The whole concept becomes less abstract. But I will promise you this. If you stick to this and practice some patience and you perform the work and you plan the work and you persevere, there will be progress. It is inevitable. No matter what, there will be inevitable progress if you follow these 4 P's right here. They may be a little out of order now that I think about it, but patience is the key. Actually, they're all the key. But planning and just persevering through all of the obstacles, just committing to the work and performing the work. Now, you might say, what is the work? Well, I guess that in a nutshell is where people have the first hurdle. Okay, so what I would do initially, in your mind, you just commit. You tell yourself you're committed to doing this. You sit down, one of the first steps to do, you sit down with a piece of paper and write down a first 7 days plan. It could be the first 14 days plan. That's even better. And on that plan, depending on where you're starting off, let's say you're starting from scratch. Let's say the first 7 days, let's say you don't have a gym. You're just starting. You don't even want to go to a gym. Let's take out that piece of paper and the first 7 days, we're going to write down there, wherever you start. Let's say you start on Monday. I'm going to go outside and I'm going to walk for 15 minutes or walk for 30 minutes. Or you may decide I'm going to do 20 push-ups and I'm going to do 20 body weight squats. Whatever it is, this first initial phase where you write this stuff down and you start doing something, it's really less about what you do, it's just more about doing it. So we have this plan. You want to keep it simple. Don't make this complicated. Just start doing something. You've seen people exercising. So start with something simple. So keep it simple. Just go and do. And just acclimate to the idea of fitness, of working out, of possibly changing your diet. what you want to do here, this whole phase right here is to develop some inertia. You want to get that whole concept moving. It's hard, but you can do it. It happens. And as you're doing this, you'll do the first 7 days, and or say if it's 14 days, however long you did it, as you're going, I want you to have a logbook. You need to write down everything that happens. It doesn't have to be a journal that documents every minute of the day, but write down the exercises that you did, how they felt, how long that took, what time of day you did it, how that felt. If you did it in the morning, did it feel great? If it didn't feel great, did you move to the afternoon? How'd you sleep that night? Have you been rested? Are you feeling rested? What food did you have 1 day prior, 2 days prior? Was it too hot? Was it too cold? How did that feel? And what was your attitude that day? And what were your life circumstances? Document all of that. All of that stuff plays into how you will morph and adapt your workout. And as you're doing this, little by little, you're practicing your patience, you're performing the work, you're being mindful and planning your work. You're not just doing it in an ad hoc fashion, you're planning this and you're persevering through it. You're just doing it, you're committed to it now. You're going to do it, you're going to spend this 30 minutes you've dedicated to yourself. And once you do that, this inertia turns into momentum that is just rolling. It takes a life of its own. And you're learning as you go. This is trial and error. There's an infinite number of places to get information out there. I'm trying to present information, and I want to make it as simple and clear and concise as I can. And I'm still learning how to present it. I'm still learning how to do it. But don't let that stop you. You're going to be making progress as you learn. You're learning and adapting as you go, constantly. And you're committed. Once you get this commitment part set, you almost can't uncommit. You almost cannot not work out. That's the beauty of this momentum. And I tell you, if you dedicate yourself to this and commit and plan and stay mindful of what you're doing and document everything you're doing, you will expect success. It's going to happen. It is inevitable that you will be successful. The degree of success, we're all different. But if the whole idea of starting out is overwhelming, don't let it be. Back up. Just start somewhere. Everything we do that's new seems confusing and overwhelming at first. Take it step by step. I'll give you a perfect example. This YouTube stuff, I wanted to do this for a while. I just did not know where to start. So one day, I just sat down and started. I didn't have anything. I didn't even have a camera. Only had a vague idea. Well, I went and bought a camera. It's okay, well now I'm in. I'm committed now. I got onto YouTube and Googled and started searching around, and there was a lot of flailing. I'm still flailing a little bit, but I'm better at it now. I get the idea. I know I can do it now. It's just a matter of fine-tuning and learning and adapting. It's the same with this. There are a lot of people working out. And believe me, you don't have to be a genius to do this. It is doable, it is worthwhile, and it will improve your life. And once that happens, the world is your oyster. So just don't let how do I stop you from starting. And my goal here is to show you what to do. I'm morphing and clarifying that message as I go. And I want to continue doing this, and I want to encourage you to just start. And starting will very oftentimes bring the answers, bring the solutions. So hopefully this helps a little bit. If you find anything helpful here, please hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Keep coming back. I want to build this group. I want to make a nice little community here where we can all help one another. Because this is doable. It's worthy. So, until next time, go get 'em. Mark out.